All right, you guys, Town Business, Sports, and Entertainment. We got him back, y'all. We got the man, the myth, the legend, Brian Norman Sr. in the building. What's going on, peoples?
What's going on? What's going on?
Man, hey, appreciate you coming back, man. I know you pressed for time, man. You got to do all this press, so I appreciate you taking the time out to come on my platform, man. You know you always welcome here, and I told you I was gonna keep my word. I told you I'm gonna stay neutral. I'm gonna stay neutral. Build my peoples, you my people. So I'm staying neutral. I ain't picking no winner. May the best man win. So you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Keeping my word.
All right. They said what?
So,
Just cut it on and crank it up and then let it run. Probably dying. Battery probably dying. All right. I'm sorry about that, boy.
nah, it's good. Hey man, business is business. All right. Hey, so how's training going?
Everything perfect, man. Yeah, everything is everything.
So what can we expect to see come November?
A whole different man. Whole different fighter. It's time to shut everybody up about everything. We ain't gonna leave no stones unturned. There won't be no questions that need to be asked. Cause we see it's a whole lot of people talking a whole lot of nothing. And we're gonna show all the experts, the so-called experts and elite trainers and elite analysts or whatever, how much of idiots they really are.
So you're not leaving this up to the judges. So can you guarantee that this is not going 12 rounds?
Yeah, nah, we're not going there looking for the knockout, but I know B and he gonna knock him out. So we ain't going there looking for no knockout. We ain't going there reckless. We ain't doing none of that. We smarter than that. I just know for a fact. I'm watching his wannabe right now, and I even realize he just happened to come across my YouTube to my Floyd now. And I didn't even realize how much, because I don't watch Devin so much now. I didn't even realize how much he tried to beat Floyd. I was like, wait a minute. But that's a whole other thing. I'm watching like, this is what the fuck he trying to be just like this man. So I understand what's going on. But anyway, I just know for a fact Devin is not Floyd. And I know for a fact that Devin is not going to be able to take B shots. And he's going to get hit a lot. That's the biggest thing. Like, one thing you can notice about Devin, he don't get hit a lot. He don't get hit clean a lot. And when he gets get hits clean, it's very dramatic by anybody. 135 pounder, 140 pounder. I don't care who it is. Whoever hits him is very dramatic. You feel what I'm saying? And Brian Norman Jr. is going to hit him a lot. That's how I know he's
So
not going to make it.
so I take it you've been watching tape and studying and trying to look for some holes, some kinks in his armor, right?
That's all I do. Sit here all day in my room, down there, whatever else. It's all I do. You feel what I'm saying? It's all I do.
Hey, hey, hey.
Although you can see, I can't turn my camera down. Floyd just happened to come across. I watched a couple of Floyd fights because it just happened to come across. Because while I was doing something else on my phone, I looked up and Floyd was on, and I'm watching. And I started noticing the exact same things, and I was like, I see what he doing. He studied Floyd too much, but it don't matter because Floyd is Floyd. And he is him, and they ain't the same people. You know what I'm saying?
Well, let me ask you this, B. Are you taking it personal that they are a lot of people that are picking
Stop.
Devin Haney to win this fight? So are you taking it very personal?
Yo. Am I taking no? Hell no. Taking the person that somebody picking them to win? No, that's nothing to take. That's nothing to take personal. That's nothing to take personal. Everybody got to have their picks. Everybody, no, that's fine. I wish we were the underdog. To be honest with you, it's funny and comical on the other tip, on the personal tip, that I can laugh at him that he the underdog and he been so elite for 6-7 years, and all of that or whatever else. So that's hilarious to me. It's like if you so much on a higher level and everybody know you on this such higher level or echelon person, and B Norman Jr. ain't beat nobody, why are you the underdog? That doesn't make sense. You feel what I'm saying? So with that, outside of that, I honestly wish my son was the underdog so I can make. Hell, I still got money sitting in the bet sites from when B beat Giovanni Santillon last year. Man, I recycle that money to be betting on fight just for the hell of it.
Oh, okay. So you gonna place a bet on your son?
I always do. I always place a bet on him or two or whatever. It just depends on the situation. I did not place a bet. It was Quavez that I didn't get to play. I won everybody else some money because I knew what round. I said the third round. I said 1 through 3. So I did bet everything on 1 through 3 and by knockout. For Sasaki, I bet the same thing, 1 through 3. And I bet everything, every way I could by knockout, 1 through 3. But I lost because my son took him out in 5. So I actually ended up losing that bet because my son didn't do it in 3, which was all good. You feel what I'm saying? Because the way the magnitude of how he did it, that was fine too. It's just for fun. It's just fun fair. It ain't nothing serious. You know what I'm saying? It's just fun fair. Just something to do. Give me something to do. You know, everybody love to win. You feel me? So with this one, if they make him if it's a plus anything on the knockout, that's probably the only thing I'll be betting on. Like won't go to this. I think won't go to distance is negative 400 the last time I checked. So it's not expected to go to distance. And I think they got it that they think the round is gonna be round 10. So I don't know if the knockout is gonna be plus anything, but if I can, I can. If I can't, I can't. I ain't gonna make it a big deal. But like with Giovanni
Okay.
Santillon, it was a very big deal because he was like 4-1, like 470. I had plus 475 sometime. I tried to put like $42,000 on it. I ended up getting 14,000 off because the we not in the betting state, so all the sites I was betting on kept locking up my accounts. I couldn't bet but $1,000 at a time. It was all crazy.
Yeah. So Brian, let me ask you this. You know, Devin Haney is being considered a pound per pound fighter. You know, he's been considered in the legitimate pound per pound list. So if you guys go in there and win that fight and you win by a devastating knockout, do you expect people to anoint you guys, you know, pound per pound? I think if Junior wins this fight, you gotta automatically insert him into the pound per pound list. I'm saying if Junior wins this fight, this is real talk. I think he goes at least between 7 and 5. You
It's
know,
not about how you look at it because David Haney, I don't think is on the pound for pound list.
oh, he was on the pound per pound list. He's been
Yeah,
on
he's
there.
not
He was
saying
on
he's
there.
not. Yeah, but he's not on there now. So how you gonna be the man that's not on there now and get on it? But you know, it is what it is. That's not. Of course, that would be huge to make that happen. But you know, first things first, and that's just to win the fight. That's to look magnificent doing it. That's to shut all the naysayers up. I do not take it personal about what the naysayers are saying, but I do think they're idiots if they're not that they don't know what they're looking at all. Even the ones who like if you pay attention, B. Norman Jr. does what he does. He does what he's supposed to do when he's supposed to do it. That's simple as that. Devin Haney has been at a time that he needed some other tools that he didn't have. You feel what I'm saying? So you got some idiots that believe what they want to believe. They can think what they want to think. It's all good. My son is a total package. We're going to prove he's a total package no matter what they do, no matter what the plan is. I've seen Devin Haney. I've seen the best of Devin Haney. I've seen the worst of Devin Haney. And no Devin Haney that I've seen in that ring will beat Brian Norman Jr. I don't give a shit if he move. I don't give a shit what he do. No Devin Haney, which he normally doesn't move. He just move when he needs to. He does exactly what Floyd doing. I'm looking at Floyd. He did do the same. He does the same thing, try to mimic Floyd. So they move when they need to move. But for the most part, they're really trying to press the issue or they're pressing the action or whatever else. I know exactly what I'm looking at. And I'm telling you, in no form or fashion, that no state in the road, if it comes to be wrong, I will be the first one on each and every website to let y'all know, hey, bro, even if we win. And I got it wrong about that it was gonna be tougher than I thought. You know, I'm not saying it's not gonna be tough, but if he was better than I thought, I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna give him props for that either, too. You feel what I'm saying? But from what I see, a 135 pounder, my son ain't getting there with no 135 pounders without knocking him around. Period. When my son, I just watched him and Tank sparring today. And I never watched their sparring before. Tank, you know, it's a sparring it's an old sparring. Devin was young and Tank was young. You could tell they were young. They did the doghouse rules. You ain't ever seen that?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I was watching that sparring, and even with that, even with me watching the sparring, I was like, my 16-year-old son did better with Tank than he did.
Mm.
He did. My 16-year-old son did better with Tank than he did, and my son was smaller then. My 21-year-old son, who walked around about 150, did amazingly better than he did. Blood and all. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to say that to put Tank on blast because I appreciate him giving my son his credit or whatever else, but that was just noticeable to me. You feel what I'm saying?
Well, let me ask you this. I know, I know there's been a lot of talk because you addressed the shit that was getting said about you guys, and one thing about me, I don't, I see a lot of people
Hey,
ask you to come
bro,
on
check
these
this out.
outlets.
Hold on one second, dog. Hold on one
Okay,
second.
okay.
My bad. Say what again?
Yeah, because I wanted to ask you about some of the stuff that was getting said about you, and I know you caught a couple of people like what I'm saying, trying to like talking shit about you and asking you to come on the platforms because I did want you to address some of the media because I know Shakur recently called out the media, saying that this is why he don't like talking to certain platforms and stuff because he say a lot of the media don't conduct themselves in a professional manner. So, me myself, I try to conduct myself in a personal manner. So I just wanted to ask you, how did you feel about him saying stuff like that? And I just wanted to get your opinion on that.
You know what I got from the media so far? Is that they're stupid.
Not including me though.
No. The media is stupid. They stupid. They literally just fans of boxing. That some of them got channels, and some of them were fanned out. They got this following. They grew together, but they really don't know shit about boxing. Like a lot of them don't know. Even the bigger names. They don't know even the bigger platforms that's been around a lot of years. I be listening to them like, bro, you don't know what the hell you talking about. You feel what I'm saying? So
Anybody, anybody I might know, because I
yeah,
pretty much know all of them.
yeah,
I'm
of course, people you might know. Yeah, I've said it on their platform. I'm like, bro, you don't know what the hell you talking about. Like that's some of the stuff I've been listening to. I'm like, it's crazy. You feel what I'm saying? But then I have to realize how much experience I have, which I don't know how old are you?
me
Yeah,
50.
all right. You 50. So you being 50, you can remember when you was 20, like yesterday, right?
Yeah, I did. I can remember what I did when I was 15. I told you I was, I was tearing these Oakland streets up.
So that's what I'm
So,
saying. I'm the exact same way. I can remember 15, 20. I can remember. Matter of fact, I can remember my past better than I can remember yesterday and last week. You feel what I'm saying? Which is how most of us are. So with that being said, I had to realize, even though I'm still the same guy that I was back then, and I'm I'm a lot more experienced now. I'm a lot more weathered now. Like I don't feel old. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm old. You know what I'm saying? I'm old, especially in the sport of boxing. I'm old. I'm 46 years old, and I've been around this since I was 15 years old. That's a long time.
well, Bernard, he boxed till he was like 50, and I mean, Ike, the president Ike Balducci, he just had a
Come
fight
on.
at 51, and he won, and and he's still undefeated.
That's what I'm saying. My point for saying that is that when you're old, when you get old in the game of boxing, it's just sometimes you still feel young in certain situations. But when you start to put everything in place and you realize the people that's talking and the people that realize, you be like, they don't even know what the hell they talking about. They've never threw a punch. That Max Kellerman, for example. So I mean, even the people that Max Kellerman got in the game. I'm not saying he don't know what the hell he's talking about. I'm just give you an example of some of the people that I think about. That I know I've heard him say some shit before when I say he don't know what the hell he's talking about. And that was a long time ago. Max Kellerman got in the game, and I'm just making him as an example, as a big name at the time. He got in the game, when I was pro back in the day. You feel what I'm saying? But I heard Max Kellerman on this big platform, giving these big things and talking, and people are listening to what they saying. But I'm like, this dude ain't got a clue with some of the things that he was saying, though. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know what he at now. I know he had disappeared for a while, but there's so many people that's like that. They get these platforms and they get this following, and people respect what they say, and they take it for gospel. And so many people think they know this and they think they know that, when in reality, if you have any kind of common sense, they don't know shit at all. They don't know nothing.
You do, hey Brian, you do know Max Kellerman used to be a rapper, right?
I did not know that.
I'm gonna send you his rap video.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
I'm talking about, it was some New York style, like Vanilla Ice.
So that makes my point of how people can just read. And I know some of those people personally. I know some boxers, trainers personally, that I know how they got started. I know when they started. I know who taught them. I was there when they was being taught, and now they are one of the biggest things on Instagram and social media, and people following them. And I'm like, and they've never raised one champion. They never made one champion. They never this and they never that. I don't hate on it. It's cool about what they're doing because it's all positivity of what they're trying to do. But in reality, I'm knowing the truth. I'm like, you can't come out here. To me, I'm just like, being that it's all in positivity, I'd be kind of torn. Because I'd be listening, I'm like, you wrong, but you got a good objective behind it. Like you mean well behind it, but you can't be talking so wrong and so definite. You feel what I'm saying? You can't be talking so wrong and so boastful. And that's what some of these people are doing. But I've watched trainers personally get invented. I watched one trainer that I know that came around when I was boxing, that wasn't around it at all. He came back and now he's a whole name. I'm like, oh my God, this is ridiculous. He didn't know. I know his whole beginning. And I'm like, bro, your whole beginning ain't what you making it out to be, because I know your beginning. You feel me? So I know a few people that's like I know a few people that's like that, bro. And I've seen it, so I know how it can go.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this. Speaking of boxing matches and speaking of upcoming fights, like I said, November can't come soon enough. I'm gonna be glued to the couch. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to call you as soon as I'm gonna call you, whether you win, lose, or whatever the case may be. I'm not gonna
answer the phone. You call me, win, lose, or I'm not. I don't like, and I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna tell you like this. Anybody listening, don't call me. Don't text me and tell me to call you, because I'm not gonna do it. I'm so serious. I feel feeling some type of way. Just hit me out real quick. You can't take it personal. You can't take it personal, because I'm this way towards everybody. I have people texting me like, hit me when you get settled, call me when you get settled. No, I got so much other shit to do, and so many other. I got family. I'm not gonna call you when I get settled. I got shit to do. You get what I'm saying? I got whole family members, and you know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. I got celebration to do. I'm not gonna call you like I'll talk to you in a couple of days. So that's to anybody listening. I'm telling you, don't text me and tell me to call you, because I'm not gonna call you. You gotta talk to me in a couple of days, a week, or whatever it's gonna be. You feel what I'm saying? Or if I happen to be free a day after, whatever else, and you just happen to catch me, then I just might. You feel what I'm saying? But like the people who be calling me, telling me to call them when I this and I'm that, I usually don't do it. I don't.
I'll feel it. Hey, Brian, can you see the people in the comment section? My boy Aubrey.
I can't see nothing. No.
Okay, my boy Aubrey, he one of my day ones. He from the A, so he says salute. He say salute town, Brian love from the A. So let me see.
Sure. Appreciate it, man. Peace up, 8 times down, man. Decatur, man. We're in Decatur. Where it's greater, but that's where we're from. You feel me? I live in Conyers.
Okay.
I live in Conyers, Georgia. I'm down here in the country.
Okay, my boy AD, he from the town like me. He represent that West Oka, but he's sending that love to you, because like, hey, best of luck. Hey, but let me ask you this. So it was announced last week it was announced last week that Tank will be fighting and Yo City versus Jake Paul. And some people are on the fence with this. Me myself, I'm just like, all right, whatever. But at the end of the day, I mean, it is what it is. I know Atlanta is gonna be lit that week, but I just wanted to get your thoughts on Tank fighting Jake Paul. So I just wanted to get your opinion on that.
I mean, I hate that one of the biggest boxing spectacles within modern history is going to be taking place in Atlanta, Georgia, while we're in Saudi Arabia. But it is what it is. We got business to tend to in Saudi Arabia, so we'll be there. And but I think as a whole about the fight, it is what it is. It's a money grab, clearly. I mean, it's prize fighting. I mean, the man got to fight he got to fight for his family. He got to fight, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? He's never said that he wanted to be what the people wanted him to be. He's never said that. So you can't really hold him to do something that he's never said that he wanted to do. So, I mean, what can you say about that?
Yeah, that's true because the footage showed up of him saying he ain't trying to be undisputed. He basically saying
No, I remember.
he trying to get a check.
I had the ultimate beef. I had the ultimate beef with Tank because of what I just told you. Like when he sparred my son when he was 16, he was very disrespectful to me, talking trash to my son. My boy's 16 years old. My boy got to go to school the next day. This is a true story. He's supposed to be there at 7 o'clock. He walked in at 11 o'clock. He 4 hours late. My son got to go to school the next day. You feel what I'm saying? And he came in with all the disrespect in the world, and we doing him a favor because he asked us to work. We didn't ask him to work. He asked us to work. So anyway, so that's how that started in the first place. It's water under the bridge or whatever. It's water under the bridge, whatever. He came out, he showed my son love or whatever else. So I ain't got no open beef towards him, but I had all the beef in the world at the time. So I heard all the Indians. Hey, just like with Jerron Ennis, I be with you. When I got beef with you, I'm on you. I'm on you. I want blood. That just is what it is. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
when I got beef with you, I want blood. I want like we're in a sport where you can get in the ring. You talk the trash, you do this, you do that. We need to get you in the ring. You feel what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But he came out and showed my boy love. I ain't got no more beef towards him, but I did hear all the interviews because I was on him and I was paying attention to everything he said, and I was the one pointing out everything that he said to people. You feel what I'm saying? But his fans don't want to hear that, but he said it. So it is what it is, though. You know what I'm saying? So I do know that he's been saying that. He's never said that he wanted to be undisputed. He never said he wanted to be unified. He never said he wanted to be the best. All he said, if anything, was he defending himself to say all these guys is trash. All these guys are easy work. That's really all he ever said. He never really said what he wanted to do.
That's funny. He said all these guys is easy work, but from what I've been told, like depending on what happens with Jake Paul, I hear Tank is gonna try to set up a fight with Pacquiao, and that's pretty much it. So at the if Pacquiao get past Broly and Pacquiao is supposed to be in the works. So if Pacquiao gets past Broly, then you may see Tank at a catch weight. That's what my people been telling me. And usually they pretty accurate and stuff. Oh, hold on. My boy on a mission TV from Frisco, say shout out to Brian Norman Sr. and then my boy Damien. Shout out from East Atlanta. I don't know where that is. I don't know.
East side, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. The funny thing is, me and my boy Damien, we might put something together because I'm probably gonna roll out there for Jake Paul and Tank. So me and him gonna talk, and we might put something together. I don't know. I might arrange a meet and greet or something. So
we'll
be
gone. We'll be gone by then. We're leaving on the 9th. We'll be gone.
So you gonna do is you gonna do any sparring, or you just gonna do fight preparation, just basically week of the fight preparation stuff? Is that what's going on?
Are we gonna do the sparring? Well, when?
No, is you just gonna go to when you go to what is it, Saudi Arabia?
You don't spar nowhere else when you go. Nah, we don't do that. We just unless it's like Vegas or somewhere like that. But yeah, we're not going to spar. We're going the sparring and everything gonna already be done.
Okay.
Yeah, the hard work's gonna already be done. We just gonna be there waiting on our time. Like I said, we ready right now. My son just let me shut up. We ready right now.
Yeah, I seen Junior. He was chilling, chilling on Instagram. Hey, he had a nice little shorty with him. So, at
No,
the
no,
end.
no, no. That's you talking about old. That's old. That's when he was on
Oh, okay,
vacation.
because
You
it
talking about
just popped.
something. Yeah. You talking about something totally old, man. That's old.
Oh, okay, because that
Yeah.
just popped. Hey, and speaking of Boots B, I wanted to get your opinion on the so-called him sparring with Canelo, and I just wanted to get your opinion on. It looked like the Boots fight may be out of reach because it appears he's going to campaign at 154, and he's dropping his belt, right? He's dropping his belt right at welterweight, right? So I just
He
wanted to
already
get your
did it. He
whole
already
opinion.
did it.
Okay, so I just wanted you to just say whatever you got to say on the whole Boots
Man,
situation.
you ain't finna get me to come on here and do all of that for no bait, no clickbait, and none of that, man. I
I'm
ain't
not
doing
quick.
all that today.
I'm just
Yes, the
asking
hell
your
you
opinion.
is.
I'm not quick
You looking to
nothing.
get
I'm
me
just
to come
asking.
on. Everybody look to get me and use me as a pawn to run my mouth so y'all can get it out there. You can get the views in. No, I don't feel like doing. Look, I'm gonna do it when it's organic. I ain't finna just make it up. I don't feel like doing it right now. So no.
No, we good. I'm just doing my
I'm
job,
just
man.
telling you, I do it. I do it when it's organic. I don't feel. I told you about the for sparring situation. I don't feel no type of way about the sparring situation. I do understand why other people would feel that way. I do understand about the culture situation. I understand about all of that. But I personally don't feel that way. But I do. I'm not mad at people that do feel that way. I just think it's unnecessary, and it's unnecessary criticism. I mean, the man had an opportunity to get to level up big time in his boxing career. Not many people get those types of opportunity. It just, but with everything come there's a cost. You feel what I'm saying? So it's about reaping the benefits. It's about the risk and it's about the rewards of what you're trying to do. So if the reward is bigger, which I believe that it will be, the people forget about this. It'll be okay. So after Terrence Crawford fight, Terrence Crawford beat Canelo. You're gonna have some that ain't gonna forget it. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, it'll go by the wayside. Ain't nobody gonna, and Boo's go win a couple of fights. Ain't nobody gonna think about it anymore. He'll be all right.
Well, who do you have winning out of Terrence Crawford and
Crawford,
Canelo?
Crawford,
I haven't picked a winner. I'm just one of them dudes.
Crawford,
Huh?
Crawford.
Oh, okay. And why is that?
Crawford is just too smart. I think he's gonna adapt to him. That's another thing. When I was watching Mayweather and Canelo, whatever else, and I'm sure that's what your boy doing like that. When you watch people like that, and you watch because he want to be fluid so bad. I'm sure he watched that and watched how Mayweather dealt with Canelo. Brian Norman, let me shut up. But anyway, I watched what he did with him, and I can imagine. I know that Canelo was a lot smaller then, but still, the way that Mayweather was able to deal with and tame Canelo, I think Floyd would be all right. Not Floyd. I mean, I think Crawford would be all right.
I mean, I think the reason why I have my concerns is just because, Bud had one fight at 154, then he's going up two additional weight classes. It's sort of like he going up three weight classes. I mean, I do think Bud has the skill set to beat Canelo, but I just think I'm worried about the size and I'm worried about what happens the first time Canelo lands something meaningful. And
All right.
then and then also, Brian, I'm just gonna tell you the truth. Listen, man. I ain't finna pull no punches. Listen, man. When you fight Canelo, you already behind by like 3 rounds as soon as the bell ring. So that's another thing. Do you think Bud, if he does, do you think Bud has to put Canelo on his ass, or do you think he can actually win a decision?
I don't know if he's gonna win a decision because of that, but I think he's going to win a decision. Like, will they be in the public eye? I think that we're going off of what's going to actually happen. I think that Bud is going to win. Now, you just said about you go 3 rounds behind. Everybody know Canelo is a cash cow when they're gonna already be ahead. Any close rounds are going to Canelo. All the close rounds are going to Canelo. That's where it's gonna get a little flaky. But let me say this. Let me say this real quick.
Yeah, I want to hear this shit.
147. 147. Brian Norman Jr. is 147.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen Brian Norman Jr. whoop on, well, and of course, they're not Canelo, but still, I've seen him whoop on good fighters that that walked around at 185. They walk around at 185 at the time. These are fighters that you know. I've seen Brian Norman Jr. do that. Some fighters, Tank being one of them. I don't know if he can go up to 185, but Tank being one of them that can get in there with bigger guys and they can sustain it, like what Lamont Roach did with Tank. Some guys can sustain that kind of stuff. You feel what I'm saying? Canelo is not a big guy. I'm bigger. I'm taller than Canelo, and I'm bigger than Canelo right now. I'm taller and bigger than Canelo. Huh?
Have you been around Canelo? Have you seen him in person?
I have not, but if Canelo is 5'7", 5'8" by listed, and I'm 5'9", 215 pounds right now in a game of weight back, I'm bigger than Canelo. Like, what we talking about? I'm bigger than Canelo. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah. and I fought 168. You feel what I'm saying? So, I've never been I don't remember stepping on no scale at 140, nothing. I don't think that it's foreseen that Terrence Crawford do that. I think I think he's gonna be fine. I don't think Canelo that big. I don't think he's that big of a guy. Okay. I don't. Now we're gonna see after a round or two how he takes it, because like I said, some fighters, like I was saying before, you just said some fighters can take it, some fighters can deal with it, some fighters just can't. Tank is one that can deal with higher weight classes and, standing there and work with them and do certain things with them. You feel what I'm saying? I think Bud also is one of those type of guys. You feel the last time I seen Bud, he wasn't that small. I seen Bud in April, March, at my son fight, March 30th. Primo would say April because it was March 29th. So when I saw him that day, he wasn't that small. You feel me? I think he can do it. Like I said, B. Norman Jr. get in there with a 178 pounder, 168, 180 pounder. Like it's not a big deal to some people, and I don't think it's a big deal to Crawford.
Okay, yeah, because I wanted to get some clarity. One thing about me, I'm not going to sit up here and try to pretend I'm a boxing expert and all that stuff. Yeah, there's a difference between watching boxing than actually participating in it. Yeah, I go to the gyms and all that type of shit, but that's why I rely on getting my information from you guys that's actually in the business.
So watch this. Let me say this. Let me say this, see how much sense it makes. You can watch a guy that's 135 pounds, right? And you take a guy that's, whatever big weight, right? He can go in there, he can punch him on his gloves, and he can knock him around. Literally knock him around. Like nothing he can do when he can't sustain his punches, meaning he's knocking them around. Do you feel me?
Yeah.
You got a guy with Bud that got wrestling background, got leg strength, got all this and that or whatever else. If you take certain guys that same weight at 135, for example, they can take that kind of stuff. That's what I'm telling you. My son don't spar with 135 pounders, but Tank, he could spar with, because my son was a lot smaller. He was like 150 something then or whatever else. But then you take like another 135 pounder, like I got one right now. I want to say his name because I want to, whatever. But when he got in there, and he's a known fighter now. But when he got in there with him, bro, I had to let bro, no, this ain't what y'all want to do. They were like, yeah, nah, we're gonna come back every week. And I was like, nah, bro, I don't think that's a good idea. You feel what I'm saying? Like it was clear that's not gonna be a good idea. Like, cause he's good, my son good, but they literally 2 weight classes apart. So why would you do that to him? It don't make sense. You feel me? But like I said, some fighters just can and some fighters can't. So it is what it is. But let my son ain't get in there with no 126 pounders, no 130 or no 135 pounders. And that was something that I saw Devin say to he sparred Javon Popwood. Do you know how small Javon Popwood is? We would never in our life think of ever sparring with Javon Popwood. That is crazy. He's a young homie. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, that don't make sense. So, but it is. And that's another way I know that there's no way in hell. You feel me? I know they think that Brian not gonna land on Devin. I know what Devin gonna do. I know exactly what Devin gonna try to do. I know exactly, because there's only a certain way. It's only certain things you can do, and I know it's only 2 things that he could possibly try to do. That one thing. I'm gonna shut up. I'm not even gonna say I know. Just know I know. There's only 2 things he can possibly do. There's only 2 things he can possibly do, and we're ready for both of them.
Okay, so that's what I'm talking about. So, should you guys be successful in November, so you guys are going for undisputed, right? You're gonna stick around and try to get all the belts, right?
And playing no game. We gonna just like Devin Haney was moving, I gave him props for moving like he moved. We're gonna show him how it's supposed to be done.
I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it 100. I think if you get past Devin, I think there's nobody standing. I don't think there's nobody standing in Junior's way that could keep it from
There's nobody.
becoming
There's nobody
undisputed.
standing in Junior way right now. Even with
Okay.
Devin Haney there's nobody standing in Junior way. All we waiting on is the date, November 22nd, whatever time it is in Saudi Arabia and in Riyadh season. They got to worry about us. We ain't got to worry about them. They see the odds. They see the people talking. They wondering, like you said, it's obvious he been on this level for 6-7 years for a long time. It's obvious he was the youngest male undisputed. It's obvious that you face better company. That's obvious. So why are so many people counting you out? It's not just hate. It's common sense. You got to think about it. It's no different than people talking about Terrence Crawford and Canelo than talking about Devin Haney and Brian Norman. You still jumping up 2 different weight classes. Even though you were just at 140, you still jumping up. No matter what. You still coming up here with the big boys. You was campaigning down there and beating little guys. We ain't never did that. We ain't never been down there. Like I said, when I was watching the sparring today, I saw Bill jump in the ring. And props to him, shout out to him. I was like, that's what I'm talking about. We did the exact same thing. We was in there with Tank in a exact same environment that he was in there with on that doghouse. We was in the exact same type of environment. You feel what I'm saying? And here in Atlanta, everybody around the ring, everybody cheering. It was going crazy. And it was pandemonium. You feel what I'm saying? We've been there. But guess what? It won't win no damn 135 pounders. My boy was young getting there with the big boys. He was getting there with the big dogs. He in there with Charles. Hey, hold on. He in there with Charles Conwell and Arthur Jones, them coming from Cincinnati at 6 years ago when he was 19 years old. 18, 19 years old. You feel what I'm saying? 18. He was 18 years old with Charles Conwell after Patrick Day passed away, after people was afraid of him. That's the kind of stuff we were dealing with. We weren't out looking for no little guys. No, we want the best. We want them all. You feel me? He sparred Bud when he sparred Bud. He was 20 years old when he sparred Bud. People got to remember that. B ain't no slouch.
Okay. So that's
So anyway, what I'm looking at is I'm looking at like, cool. This is what you got out of y'all journey. You was with your boy. You watched him come up. It's a proud moment. We experienced. I experienced the exact same proud moments. Watching my son do what he do. Watching my son do amazing things in amazing hellified conditions and the worst conditions because we was never at home for the most part. You feel what I'm saying? We was always away. We was somewhere else. We were going to we were going to their city. You feel what I'm saying? Example, just for some of these people, and this is something I never brought up. This is one thing that nobody ever talk about. We went to Philadelphia for 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. We went there all of those years for different training camps, right? Mm-hmm. And you heard about one sparring session between him and Jerron Ennis. Yet he sparred everybody else. He sparred everybody else. You never heard nobody else say they beat up Brian Norman Jr. You never heard nobody else say nothing. You never heard nobody even say nothing about the dropping thing until Boza came out and told that lie. What does that tell you? Out of all of Philly, look how tough Philly is. Out of all of Philly, when I came like I was coming, everybody would have been coming out with lies they could have made up. They couldn't even find a person. They couldn't even find a person that was close to say. Matter of fact, Quad did it. Quad did all right when he came out lying with that fake video. Then I put that video out to show how he didn't do what he said. He was lying too. You know about that?
Nah. Lie.
Quadir Albright. There's a sparring session with Quadir Albright. He done doctored up this video and he put it out like he beat my son up and woo. It was nothing. It was a nothing sparring. It was nothing even to brag about. But my son beat him up though. But it was nothing to brag about for either one of them. But he thought that he had something. I guess he forgot I was recording too. You feel what I'm saying? But he's the only idiot that did it. And the rest of them, I guess they know better because I recorded them too. You feel what I'm saying? So out of all of those years, I'm going to start bringing it up now. Just think about it. All those years in Philly, All of those times we went to Philly, nobody said they cooked us.
What?
That
Hey,
says a
wait,
lot.
hold on, Brian. Did you say you said the name Quadir, right? I started laughing, right, because I started thinking about the movie True to the Game that take place in Philly, and you said Quadir. That's
Right.
why I started
Yeah,
laughing and
yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah. I know who you're talking about. I know Quadir. Yeah, 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 yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
what?
That's his name. That's his name, Quadir. Yep.
Oh man, that was funny, man. That was funny.
It's messed up, but they're gonna twist it and get it right in there. But yeah, 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 that's the name, Quadir. But anyway, notice nobody said nothing. Nobody said my boy bad, man. My boy been doing this. He ain't had look. And all of these shit, that's why Bill Haney went all the way back to 2016 to try to find LeVar's Carter, the last person to beat Brian Norman Jr. Good luck with that. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to LeVar's Carter, get your bread. Yeah, they just stole they just tried to steal a sparring partner from us today. Julian Rodriguez or whatever, Hernandez, whatever. The one that just beat Alias Griffin.
Okay.
He look, so he was supposed to come in for sparring. Bill know this, he'll hear this. I'm sure you'll send it to him. I don't care. I say whatever. You feel me? Come check me. So anyway, we had a sparring partner supposed to come in. They called today. They say, hey, man, we got a situation. Bill called us, offered us more money. I don't know if it's because he knew we had him or he called himself being funny. Get what we said? We don't give a fuck. Go with Bill. Like what you talking? Don't nobody need you, bro. You ain't got to call. So they trying to say what y'all want to, I guess, trying to get us to match his price. No. Fuck we look like. We don't trust you anyway. Once you talk to Bill Haney, we don't trust you. You can't even come back to us and say nothing because at this point, to us, Bill Haney paid you to tell you, no, we don't trust nothing about you. You said the wrong name.
Oh,
We
I
said
get
the
it.
wrong name.
I get it.
Huh?
I get it. You on some op shit. I get it. That's how it's
Bro,
supposed
we
to be.
don't trust nothing about it. So he thought he would get something sweet telling us what Bill offered, I guess, or and trying to get us to match it or better it. No, no, bye. Congratulations, get your bread. You feel what I'm saying? No, we don't need you. We don't need you, buddy. You feel me? So nah, man. But you know, like I said, he trying to get sparring partners. He trying to get the last person to beat Brian Norman Jr. But what he don't know and what don't nobody know is what Brian Norman Jr. is capable of. We've seen Devin Haney at his worst. We've seen him at his best. We know exactly what he's capable of. So unless a new fighter come out there, then he don't stand a chance. And if a new fighter come out there, that new fighter has to get adjusted to this new light and to do something that he's never done before because he's now a new fighter. And he has to do it under the most extreme conditions he's ever been under because he's never fought a guy younger than him. He's never fought a guy stronger than him. He's never fought a guy hungrier than him. He's never fought a guy in his weight division that he's never been in before. He's never done that before. So now you got to go out here and do so many things that you've never done before. They talk a lot about how Brian Norman Jr. has never faced a slick black fighter. David Haney has never faced a slick black fighter. You think Brian Norman ain't slick and black? You'll see.
So do you guys think this is it Brian Norman Jr.'s toughest fight? Do you think this is his toughest fight to date, or you feel like you face better competition?
I think on paper it is. Through film study, it's not at all. No. Film study on everybody else. The last three were it's very basic. It's very basic to break Devin down. Very basic. Very, very, very basic. The things I saw, he doesn't do a lot. He don't do a lot. Everybody else, whatever. It's not. No, I don't feel like it's gonna be the hardest, but we're training for it to be the hardest. You feel what I'm saying? But I don't feel like it's the hardest. It's definitely not the hardest to look at it, come up with a game plan at all. It's the easiest. It's the easiest because with the other guys, they at least has with Jensen Saki, he has 17 knockouts. You ask who did Jensen Saki knock out? I'm watching Jensen Saki get beat up by people, then all of a sudden he'll catch him with a left hook and knock him out. So I had to watch that. So I'm like, damn, how was he able to take this shot? And I'm watching this and I'm watching that. Like, is it really that bad? Like, was it the opponent that he knocked out? Like, because when you knock a grown man out cold or you knock a grown man out, you don't do it on accident. You know what I'm saying? It's something that made him go out. So he apparently had to have good power. You feel me? Derek Quaybaz, same thing. I watched Derek Quaybaz getting beat up. Boom, left hook, he knocked the man out. You feel what I'm saying? Giovanni Santillan was a little different. He didn't have the one punch knockout power, the one punch stoppage power. He had accumulation power. So he was a little different. That's why my son had to be more active with Giovanni Santillan. If anybody want to go watch that fight, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. That's why he threw more punches. That's why he did more. It took more to break him down. He has a break him down type of spirit. So he did that and broke him down. And once he broke him down, he got him out of there. So no,
basically,
this is not a hard fight for me to plan for, train for. No, not at all. No.
So basically, you're predicting this is going to be another highlight reel.
Absolutely. And it's going to be a highlight reel because it's Devin Haney. I don't think it's going to be a highlight reel because of like that. What he did to Jen Sasaki don't just normally happen. You feel what I'm saying? Now, me seeing Devin get hurt by so many people, I've seen him hurt a lot. I've seen him hurt more times than they even see it. I seen him, I watched him, and I know for a fact, Bill can't say nothing about it. I know for a fact Bill know his son ain't got no real chin like that. Bill done seen him hurt in the gym. He done seen him. So if I'm looking at it on here, Bill done seen it in real life before. So with me looking at it that way, I'm thinking maybe he gonna catch him clean. That's what I'm saying. He gonna hit him a lot. So I'm just wondering what are the, because my son can crack. He's hit me before and hurt me. So I'm just wondering, I don't know how it's gonna go. You feel what I'm saying? But those kind of highlight reels like Jen Sasaki, those don't just come every day.
Well, I can tell you right now, based off what I've seen and based off what everybody been talking about since it happened, that's pretty much knockout of the year. And if you guys can. And if you guys can knock out Devin Haney at the end of the day, I think that your son should be fighter of the year, and I think you should be trainer of the year. I know you don't give a fuck about that kind of shit, but with that complete,
no,
2025.
No. And that only to step on and laugh in folks' face. No, I absolutely care about that just for that reason.
Okay.
I've already outcoached the great Robert Garcia. I already outcoached him. So it would be great if I outcoach, not Bill Haney, but I would outcoach if it's Joel Judah who we bring in, if it's Andre Ward who we bring in, if I outcoach whoever they got in that corner over there. He's been with Floyd Mayweather Jr. To me, I outcoached all of them. Well, not outcoached them, but I outdid their product. You feel what I'm saying? There's no way, man. I'm the most confident, and I was pretty confident with the first one. I was confident with all three of them, but I'm the most confident in this one right here because I'm like, you got this, and you got 12 rounds, and I know what he's planning to do, and running, no running, standing, whatever he choose to do. He's going to get hit. He's going to get hit a lot, and he's not going to take them blows. So he's not going to make it out that fight. He ain't going to make it out that fight.
Okay, Brian, I got because I know it's late out there, so I just want to ask you a couple of more questions, then get you out of here. Somebody said J Cool 05 said, "Can you ask him?"
J Cool, baby, J Cool. Yeah, that's my dog.
Oh, okay. Okay, he's saying, what can you do to basically counteract the clinching?
That's J Cool. J Cool talking.
Yeah, he on my channel. He said, "Can you ask him?" Well, he basically want to know what you gonna do to come back. I don't think Devin is no notorious clincher. He said basically, what do you plan to do if Devin starts clinching?
J Cool, where the hell he at? Ain't nobody seen J Cool. I ain't seen you since I seen you at that college party you was at, and my old ass was there, but I ain't as old as you thought I was. I ain't seen you since then. You J Cool, you thought I was old head. I was still in my 20s, man, when I was at that party. Anyway, I just had kids young, dog. I'm not going. I'm not. I know. I know about all that. I'm not going to give you my plan. I can't give you my plan, my game plan, dog. But I got one. I got one for everything. Trust me. I can't give you the game plan on that. I got it though.
Hey, Jay, there go your answer, man. He not telling me nothing.
I
So, you
can't.
know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
Jay. I can't do that, dog. But man, good luck to you, man. How do you been? Tell your dad I said what's up. If that's Jay, cool, man. Tell your dad I said what's up, man. And shout out to y'all boys, man.
Hey, so Brian, first of all, congratulations on signing the extension with Top Rank. So y'all signed the extension. They announced it because they sent it to me.
That ain't. I seen my son and really want that ain't it, bro. It was automatic. This is automatic renegotiation. I'm gonna run by it like that. That ain't what it is. People don't know what
Okay.
they're talking about. That ain't what I don't know what. Don't worry about it. It was renegotiation. Way did multiplication. Way better deal, but it was automatic. Don't even worry about that. It was automatic.
Okay. Okay, I'll just ask you about it because they, they
Nah,
sent me an
it
email.
was automatic. He won the title. It was automatic. Everything was automatic. It was just really renegotiation, and they did multiplication on this one. So I'm very excited for my son. I'm very excited for them finally showing him love, the respect, love and the respect that he deserved. He a bad boy. He gonna show y'all he a bad boy.
All right, one last question, and then we're gonna get you out here. Damien from East Atlanta said, if Brian Jr. wins, who do you guys want next?
It's probably gonna have to be Barrios because V is a big boy. He work out all the time. I just noticed yesterday that motherfucker calves so big. His calves are getting bigger, so his muscles are getting bigger. He'll be 25 the day after the fight. I gained my weight, and I used to work out all the time, just like he did now. But I finally gained my walk around weight at about 28 years old. So his might come a little early. So in order for him to complete that goal of what he at and what he got to do, we kind of got to hurry up and get on the ball. So it'll probably be a unification if possible after that. I know I say I want the elite fighters. So if a unification ain't available, it's gonna be one of these so-called elite people that did his interviews and talked about how elite Devin Feet is and how elite his style is and how much experience he got. That's who we want. But if it ain't, that's who I want. I'm sorry, my son ain't said none of that. That's me. That's who I want. You feel what I'm saying? But that would have to be a bigger fight because all the ones with this elite crew, that's who I want. I want to shut them all down. I want to shut every last one of them down. I want y'all to show us what elite is. You feel what I'm saying? We doing it for the blue collar worker. We doing it for the small man, and we trying to let y'all know, man. Damn, what they talking about elite, and they have this so-called thing from the start, and they don't even give people a chance to get in. Man, fuck y'all group. That's how we feel.
All right. So do you have any plans in 2026 to fight at home, fight in the ATL?
Yeah. He was supposed to fight in October this year. We took the Devin fight instead. He was supposed to fight at the homecoming State Farm Arena in October. Carl Moretta was planning that, and they had already talked about it. We discussed it, and they even did an interview saying that. But then this fight came along from Turkey Al Sheik, and of course it was a great offer, and we couldn't refuse it, especially a chance to prove to get that name on our resume that we need, and it's a name that I've been looking at forever. Like they want to say, I seen your boy Bill on that transvestite channel, doing that interview talking about some Brian. No, we weren't thinking about the Haneys.
Transvestite?
Yeah,
What?
Bill know this transvestite named Beatrice. It's a female. It's a girl. You have to. It's like a.
Oh shit!
She wear like a chin strap. She wear like a chin strap, fake ass beard. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit!
Look. Can you see that? Can you see that? You see that headline right there?
You can text it. Just text to me. I'm like,
No,
boy.
no. I'm gonna tell you what it say. Norman Senior eyes future Devin Haney matchup for his son. We would love the opportunity. 7 months ago, Ring Magazine. 7 months ago. But Bill Haney wanted to come out and act like they been looking for us and they been watching for us. You ain't thought about us, Bill. You ain't thought about us. If you were thinking about us, that means you are the biggest snake because you tried to spar us. What you tried to spar us for then, Bill? If you were thinking about us, get out of here, Bill. Your boy going to sleep. Get up, Dev. Go practice. Throw in the towel this time. Devin
All
ain't gonna,
right.
Devin Haney ain't making it out there ring.
Oh
I know
man.
what they think. I know what they visualizing. They think it's gonna be a master class. His people they drinking their own Kool-Aid. But what they don't realize is they've never been in there with a true welterweight, and Brian is like a brick. If you ever dap Brian up, you can feel it. Did you give him 5?
Huh?
Did you dap my son up?
Yeah, I gave him a pound. Man, listen, I already know your son got dynamite in both of his hands.
Bruh, that's what people don't understand. You ain't even got to get in the ring with him. Dap him up. Dap him up. That's a piece of steel. You feel what I'm saying? The boy he's solid. He's solid through and through. He was looking at that yesterday. He was trying me because I'm just a bigger person. I'm a bigger guy than my son because I used to lift weights. I lifted weights since I was like 8 years old. You know what I'm saying? So whereas he was boxing at 7, 8, huh?
I said, damn.
Yeah. So I lifted weights. I was a weightlifter. Then I was a weightlifter turned boxer at 15. So I was a weightlifter, and then I turned into a boxer. Of course, Tyson was my idol from 7, 8 years old. But then my grandma finally took me at 15. But bottom line is, I was pretty much a weightlifter. So I was just generally a bigger person. B came in the game as a fighter. He started as a boxer. He did push-ups, sit-ups. He did everything I taught him to do because I was taught not lift weights no more once I started boxing because I was so tight. You feel me? So he didn't come up on weights like I did. So he's just a little smaller than me, but he's solid through and through. Like he's solid, a piece of steel, bro. It's crazy.
All right, so there you have it. All right, so when is the fight taking place again? Tell everybody when to tap in. November 26th, right?
6. If you tune in on November 26th, you're gonna be missed everything. We're gonna be back home. We'll be back on my sofa chilling, and I'm gonna be watching the next fight.
All right, I gotta look at. All right, so when is it?
The fight is November the 22nd. Riyadh season, Saudi Arabia. Might be sometime in the middle of the day because you know how the time changes. I think 8 hours ahead of us or whatever else. Come watch it. It's going to be the introduction of the Norman gang over everything. And we're looking to put on the show. We're looking to show all the elite trainers, all the elite fighters, all the elite analysts, all the so-called elite, everybody. We here to show y'all you don't know what the hell you're talking about. And step aside. We coming through. And we don't want to be in your crew either. We don't want to be in your gang. We want to be in your party. We don't want to come to your clubs. We don't want to do none of that. We don't drink, we don't smoke, we don't do none of that. You feel what I'm saying? So we don't want no parts of none of it. You feel me? We ain't trying to go dancing in tight pants like Tank Richardson did and all that little crew they did. We don't do none of that. We don't walk, my son don't carry purses. He don't paint his fingernails. He don't He don't.
You just gave me a highlight reel. You just gave because you know somebody gonna take this shit, right?
It is what it is. My son don't do all that. I raised my son to be a man. I raised my son. Thank God he was raised by one of the last of the Mohicans, and I ain't never wore tight pants. My son ain't never wore skinny jeans or tight pants. We don't do that. We don't wear short shorts. We don't show the top of our thighs. Like even look, I clown fighters now when they wear them short ass shorts. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's hard to find shorts to come down to your knees, I'm from the era. You say you 50, so you went from the same era. You couldn't go outside no short ass. If it ain't the 80s,
do you remember Chris Cross? You remember Chris Cross, don't you?
Them big ass pants. Yeah, I remember Chris. Come on, man. Of course I know. So that's what I'm saying. You know how we used to get down. So, but they start wearing them tight ass. I wonder what they bro. It was so bad. They would come with them short ass shorts. I couldn't find no shorts to fit me. I couldn't find no pants to fit me. I'm like, bro, what the hell are y'all doing out here, man? I can't even find no clothes no more. You feel me?
Yeah. Well, now some of these dudes is wearing the Magic Johnson, Daisy Duke shorts.
That's what I'm talking about. The 1980, the 1975 Detroit Pistons, them bad boys. Them nut huggers. That's what I'm saying. My son ain't never been that kind of guy. Now, like I said, the shorts might be just a little bit shorter because they sell them short now. They don't sell them long enough, but he ain't with them high ass shorts. We ain't looking to show. My son ain't looking to show his body. He ain't looking to show his thighs. No niggas. He don't wear tights in the gym. You know, some people wear tights in the gym. Be working out with tights and shit. No, my boy don't do that kind of stuff. You feel what I'm saying? We don't do that. Nah. I ain't raised my boy. I raised my son to be a man through and through. My son don't have no bodyguard carrying no purses for him. I don't carry no purses for him. He don't carry no purse for himself. Nah, we good. We gonna show y'all how it's supposed to be done. We don't want to be part of your club. We don't want to be part of your party. We don't want to be part of none of that. That ain't how we come. Hey, we at the house chilling. I've been out chilling with my family, my grandkids up there. You heard them up running around acting a fool. It's 10:45. They pull me in the bed. You feel what I'm saying?
Hey, is Junior there?
No, Junior don't live with me. Junior live by himself.
Oh, I'm just asking.
No, Junior, you don't live with me. But that's what I'm saying, though. This is what I do. This is I sit in my spot, I watch the fight, and my kids run around or whatever else. And this is what we do. You feel me? This how we live. We don't got to go party, get drunk. I ain't got to snout powder. I ain't got to go buy no weed. I don't got no bad habits. I ain't got none of that. You feel what I'm saying? I never did. I never had them. Never been that guy.
That's what I'm talking about. All right, you guys. Y'all got him. I brought him back. Hey, first of all, thank you for coming on here. November 22nd can't come soon enough. You already know you welcome on here anytime. And thank you for giving me that highlight reel, because I'm definitely going to edit this and make it a short, because that was funny as fuck.
It's all good, man.
Hey, you got a career as a comedian, man.
Nah, I ain't got a career as a comedian. I got a comedian as a realist. So anytime somebody talk to me, that's why they be calling me and talking. I had a couple of people call me the other day. I had one dude hit me yesterday, whatever, talking about, man, I won't be. He's like, you ain't ducking no smoke, are you, nigga? Do I look like a kid or something? You think I don't know what you're trying to do? You feel what I'm saying? First of all, you know I don't duck no smoke. I just don't want to talk to you. You feel what I'm saying? What I'm a duck smoke for? I never duck smoke. Everybody know I don't duck no smoke. I come on here looking for smoke. Call me, give me some smoke so I can put you in your place. I put people in their place so much people don't even call me no more. You feel what I'm saying? They calls don't even call because they know I'm gonna cook them. I'm gonna cook them with a fact. I'm gonna cook you with a fact. David Haney is elite. How is David Haney elite? Because he faced elite competition. Good. Was he elite before he faced that competition? Can't nobody figure that out. Was he elite before he faced that competition? Can't nobody figure that out. So you have to face elite competition to prove you're elite, right? So there has to be a first, right? So this is Brian Norman's first elite competition, right? So this is a chance for him to prove he's elite. They're idiots, bro. Man, he ain't gonna do it. He got too much. Okay, we're gonna show you better. We can tell you. Either you got it or you don't. But we're gonna show you we got it. So it is what it is.
All right. So there you have it. Hey, man, appreciate you coming on here, man.
Jay, cool.
Oh,
shout out to you, big dog. My man from East Atlanta. Shout out to you, boy. East Side, baby. East Side.
Yeah, and Damien, I did not know. I just was asking, was he there? That's all I was doing, was asking, was he there? I was trying to get a cameo appearance from Junior. I don't know what his living situation is, my nigga. I'm just asking. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do.
He don't live with me, man. He went on his way, man. He doing his grown man thing. You know what I'm saying? We just, we chop it up with the family. We go out to eat. We do family things. We meet at the gym. We do what we do. But, I raised him to be a man, and it's time for him to do it on his own. So that's why when he's around, if you notice now, I stand down. I let him do what he want to do. I let him say what he want to say. It's his career. I ain't trying to run it. I ain't trying to manage it unless I see something, a little too outrageous, or a little, I think there's a misstep. Then I'm gonna step in and I'm gonna say something. And 9 times out of 10, he gonna listen to me because he know I got his best interest at heart. You feel what I'm saying? But outside of that, he just do his thing.
All right, man. Appreciate you coming on here, man.
Okay, big dog. Y'all be safe, man. All right.
Appreciate you, fam.
For sure.